Hello everyone, welcome to the channel IGCSE&GCE Maths School. Today also we are going to discuss the paper 2H of Mathematics A Edexcel IGCSE January 22. We have discussed in this paper until now 20 questions. Now today the discussion opens from the question 21. Now question 21, they have given here quadratic graph. The equation of the graph is y equals 2x minus 4x minus 1. Right. Now the part when this graph cuts x-axis at one point at 2.2, another time it cuts the x-axis at 0.2 on x-axis, right? Okay. Now using the graph part A of the question, using the graph solve 2x squared minus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Now you see, now you are asked to solve the equation 2x squared minus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Now you compare this, you have to solve this quadratic equation by using the graph, right? Okay. Now see what has happened here. Now compare this quadratic equation with this graph equation. What is graph equation? Y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 1. We can write this as 2x squared minus 4x minus 1 equals y. Like this we can write by changing the sides of the terms. Right, okay. Now see. Now what has happened here in this equation, and compare this and this, and this part is the same. This part, this left side part of the graph equation and this quadratic equation, both are the same. But the right side part is what? Here it is 1, here it is 1. Actually what has been done is, in this graph equation, instead of y, 0 has been put to make this quadratic. That means actually what we are asked to, by solving this, the x value when y is 0, actually what has been done is they have put 0 for this y. If you put 0 for this y, then you get this quadratic equation. So therefore, solving this equation, what is expected to be found is the x values of this graph when y is 0. Because now if you put now the graph equation is this, if you put 0 for this y, you get this graph equation. You get this quadratic equation. Then to solve this quadratic equation, what we have to do is find the x values. Solving this equation means find the x values when this whole thing is equal to 0. Then to get this, what they have done is they have obtained this quadratic equation from this graph equation by putting 0 instead of this y. That's why these two are equal. Okay, right, okay. Then therefore what we have to do is to solve this quadratic equation, what we have to do is to find x values of this graph when y is 0. When y is 0 at these 2 points. See, here y is 0, here y is 0. Then x coordinate and y is 0 here 2.2. Then x coordinate when y is 0 here 0.02. Therefore, solutions of this will be how much? X equals one solution is 1 x value when y is 0 is 2.2, or other one is x equals minus 0.2. Actually solving this one is to find x values when y is 0 of this graph. Then x value when y is 0 occurs when the graph cuts the x-axis. This graph cuts x-axis at 2 points. When you get the x values at this point and this point, then you get the solution. That is the part. We solve this. That is 2x squared minus 4x minus 1 equals 0. Okay. That is what we solve. Right. Then B, part B. Then part B they ask something like this. Then they have given a different equation. Then they ask you to solve this one. X squared minus x minus 1 equals 0 using this graph. They say solve x squared minus x minus 1 equals 0 using the graph. This graph. Using the graph of this y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 1. Now, how do you do that? That is the other important thing. What we do here, we take this graph equation and as equation 1 like this. You write like this. Y equals 2x squared minus 4x minus 1. Okay. Then we write this equation. This we take as equation 1. Then we take this equation by inverting it like this. 0 equals x squared minus x minus 1. That is second equation. Okay. Now what we do is we want to remove the square term. Therefore, we multiply the second one by 2. Then we will get 0 equals this side 2 multiplied by 0. 0, 2 minus 2x squared is 2x squared. 2 multiplied by minus 2x. 2 multiplied by minus 1 minus 2. This is what equation 3. Okay. Now what we do is always the graph equation minus equation to be solved. Then graph equation, then we write 1 minus 3. Then y, this side is y minus 0. Other side is this minus this. 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. Minus 4x minus 2x. Minus 4x minus 2x. How much? Minus 4x minus 2x. How much? Then minus 4x, then plus 2x. Then when you multiply this minus by this minus, remove brackets, it becomes plus. When you multiply 2 minus signs, answer becomes plus. Then minus 4x plus 2x is minus 2x. Right? Then here, then when this deducted from this, this minus this one will be minus 2x. Then minus 1 minus 2. Then minus 1 minus minus 2. Minus 1 minus minus 2. Then minus 1 minus times minus is plus 2. Then plus 1. Okay. Then we get here plus 1. Okay. Right. Then 0, y minus 0 is y. Then minus 2 x plus 1. Okay. Now you have obtained a straight line graph equation. Then you draw this straight line across this graph. You draw this straight line across this graph. Then if you take when x is 0, y is how much? Y equals x0 here 1. Then when y is 0, x is how much? X will be half, no? Yes, x will be half. Okay. Then you just substitute 0 for y and make y x a subject. Then take this one to the side, the minus 1 divided by minus 2 is plus half. Minus divided by minus, answer plus, right? Okay. Then this other thing, then x is 0, you draw this graph. X equals 0, y1. And here you get y1. X equals 0, this is x equals 0, y on this point. Intercept. Then y equals 0, x half. Then y equals 0, x half here. Then you draw the graph like this. Like this. Okay, sorry. right, like that. Okay. Then this the line y equals minus 2x plus 1. First of all, we deduct the alien quadratic equation to be solved from the graph equation and obtain a straight line graph equation, and you draw that straight line graph on this across this quadratic graph. Then this quadratic straight line graph cuts the curve quadratic graph y equals 2x minus 2x minus 1 at this point and this point. Then these x values are the solutions of this x squared minus x minus 1. Then let's say this is A, the x value B, then solution of this one will be how much? X squared minus x minus 1 equals 0. Then its solutions will be how much? This one, x equals B or x equals A. So these are the solutions. But I can't take exact values here because this my graph is not on a scale. So therefore, you on your question paper, the graph has been drawn and given on graph paper. Therefore, draw this straight line correctly on the graph paper on which this quadratic graph has been drawn. Then you can get the correct answers, x values of x squared minus x, and you can get the x coordinates to the point at which this straight line graph cuts this quadratic graph. Then the x coordinates of the cutting point of this straight line graph and this quadratic graph are the solutions of this equation. X squared minus 1, x minus 1 equals 0. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. So that is this is what this video is about. I'm going to try to understand how this question is done. And thank you very much. And we cannot go anymore because the time has gone and the video will be too long. So therefore, I stop at the end of this question. And we'll discuss the other questions in the next video. And have a nice time. See you. Bye.